go to Never Never Land.
That is perfect. That's the way you start a ball game. Get the crowd rolling at home, especially these fans. Virginia Tech has some of the best fans in the country.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. Give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Rides to the back. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Virginia Tech 7, Ohio State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Judkins. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he added the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense.
Give me that. Ain't nobody fucking get a pick six. Damn.
You get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your
this
defense
fucker, man.
get their win.
That's some bullshit.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Shit.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll immediately call timeout. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again.
This ugly ass
He'll
bitch.
pull it down and run.
Fumble that
When you've been
bitch. Get the
around
fuck
like
out
this
of
guy
here.
has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
This is why everybody grows up
Fumble
and
that
wants to be
bitch.
an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass.
Fumble that
but you know
goddamn
what?
ball.
I'll just
Give me
scramble
that.
around,
Fumble
and
that
I'll
dude.
just go get plenty of yards, pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back
Hit
to the
this
air.
bitch.
This
He
time
hit
it's
this weak
complete.
ass bitch.
They make the stop right
You're
at the
weak as
30-yard
fuck.
line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Now from inside the red zone.
Bullshit.
Touchdown, Hokies! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit
Get the
as he
fuck
fires.
out of here. Are they
That
fucking
pass
for real?
now closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
He burned.
Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
That was a fucking touchdown. That's some
They'll have
bullshit.
just
Get the
enough
fuck
time to
out
get
of
one
here.
more snap
It's a
before
fucking
the half.
touchdown.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And the Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll leave it with him. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking left. It's caught downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Running back searching for a hole.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
To throw, it's Howard.
Oh, against that shit. Let's go.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The lone back's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with the 6.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Need a pick 6. Get this shit
On the run
over
from
with.
inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like...
Hit this bitch. Come on, man. That was a sack, man. Get the fuck out of here. Shit lame as fuck.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Here comes the option.
Fumble that bitch.
He'll toss it.
Weak ass fucking
And he
toss,
caught
man.
that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective. And they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football.
Who the fuck it ain't? Ain't no best venue.
Position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On the ground, it's Tootin.
Dude, shooters.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Dude, shooters.
Right, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the
Pick
end of the
six.
quarter.
Give me one of them
Trying
hoes.
to get to it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Of 2. Second down coming up.
And
Just
here
need
comes
one
the offense
pick
on
six.
second down.
Just give me one. That's all I need.
Ohio State 21. Virginia Tech 14.
Quarterback empties his backfield.
Defender, dude. Pick six, this hoe.
Back to throw, it's Drones. He's going
Oh,
to
fuck, you get wide the fuck open. God damn.
And he'll run it into the end zone.
Double fucking
Touchdown,
shit.
Virginia Tech.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Give to the running back.
Oh, boy. Ass over. Keep going, bro. Burn that shit, bro. Burn that shit. The fuck you mean, bro? Man, run all over these motherfuckers, man. Fuck you mean?
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra
Turnover.
point.
Fuck.
That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring
Man,
a
what the
touchdown.
fuck is that weak ass shit? This gate is, man, this
A
weak
rather
ass shit.
inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Shit, corny as fuck.
Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down one score.
Due for a fucking fumble or a turnover.
On
You
the
due for a
option.
fumble and a turnover.
He'll pitch it.
You due for a fucking
And
fumble, man.
defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Feeling some
Hit this
heat.
bitch.
That pass is in.
It's a fucking, man, they sorry as fuck. Defense bullshit.
It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this
Defense
quarterback.
ain't
They've been
doing
trying
shit.
all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball
That
falls.
bullshit.
Right on target this time. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on
this
3rd
bullshit.
down. Awesome job by the quarterback putting through his production.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little
Oh.
bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give to the back.
This fucking ugly ass bitch.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Ugly motherfucker.
The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jennings.
That shit on.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He leaves it with his
This
back.
bitch.
That's
Should have
what
been a
you
fucking
expect
fumble.
from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all
What
of
a
his ability
fucking
on that.
fumble at the man. Hit this weak ass bitch. Man, he was hit way back there, man. That shit lame as fuck. Let's be the baddest defense. What the fuck they doing?
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Drones. They've got the screen
Fuck
set
out of
up.
here with that weak ass
Tremendous
fucking
awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Hit this bitch. Scoop his ass and fumble that
hole.
hole.
Scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that
Should've
in this
fumbled
game,
that
field
big.
goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Man, the fuck out of here. Hit this weak ass bitch. That's some bullshit.
Touchdown, Hokies.
What a massive
Weak as
play by this
fuck.
offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or you go for 2. You go for the win. You try to take the lead. That is a you decision.
And a little bit extra pressure on this
Lame as
extra point.
fuck.
But it's good, and we're tied. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Got his man down.
Motherfucker. Run, motherfucker.
On his way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Ibuka. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
You know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
You got to be wondering if this coach is kicking himself right now for not attempting that field goal. You leave the offense on the field, don't get the execution you need, and you maybe have blown your opportunity.
Fumble a bit.
The defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
See no fucking fumble. Weak ass shit.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Here's the handoff. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
Now, when I'm in OT, when I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football, I showed a little bit of conservativeness. I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump?
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They strike first in overtime.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point.
That makes the score Ohio State 35, Virginia Tech 28.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime.
Pick 6 right
You're
now.
starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Gotta make a play.
Pick 6 right now. What we need.
What's
Pick
your
6
go-to
and end the
play
game.
after watching
Pick.
this whole
Hit this bitch.
And the
Hit this
quarterback was
bitch.
trying to extend the play, and the
Hit that
defense brought
motherfucker.
it to a close.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but
God,
understanding
this
what he wants to do.
motherfucking
He
ass.
can
Let's play
take
some
off. I gotta
defense.
make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I gotta make sure I build
One more.
rails.
One more.
I
Let's
can't
do
let
it
him
one more
outside. I
time.
gotta
Sack his
keep him
ass. One more
blocking. He
goddamn
tries to get him.
time.
A shot
Oh, that's a
toward
pick.
the end zone.
That's a pick.
And swatted down
It's a fucking
by the
pick.
defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their
Last motherfucking play. Turn this bitch over. Game time. This is it. This game time. This game time. Hit this motherfucker. He was cracked. Game time. Get him the fuck up out of here.
This series end in frustration as they turn it over
This
on
motherfucker
downs.
up out of here.
My pulse rate is still through the roof
Fine,
on this
man.
game. I
Fuck
would
that
call
pulse
one
rate.
for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away. but it was a really fun game and a great win.
Should have kept running. What the fuck he should have been doing? That pass and got his ass fucked up. I mean,
what a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our